Okay, folks, welcome back to Action Figure Imagery. Today, we're having a look at Indiana Jones Adventure Series Helena Shaw action figure made by Hasbro. And this was based on the latest Indiana Jones movie, the last Indiana Jones motion picture movie that was made, which is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. You see the back of the packaging right here. And the artifact that supposed to come with her, we'll find out once we open the packaging. You see the accessory she comes with. There's a view of the actress that plays the character right there. A little scene from the movie right there in that little bottom clip. I guess it's from, yes it is, it's from that movie. And you see the other figures on this end of the packaging. And you'll see more of that in a slideshow. Okay, now that you've seen the outside of the packaging, let's see what the Helena Shaw action figure looks like out of the packaging. Okay folks, as you see here in the picture, I have Helena Shaw posed with her only accessories that she comes with. Which is the backpack and what appears to be a flashlight, by the way. And you want to get a closer look at the Helena's face. You can. I'm going to see if I can. Is that better or is that too bright? I need some more lighting still. But here's the backpack, and here you see how it looks. She has a rope on the inside of it, and this right here is probably some kind of radio or antenna that's also inside of the backpack. And she got a little handle right there, as you can see, and also her other accessory, if you don't count the Build-A-Figure piece, is this little flashlight right here. And you get a closer look at it. There you go. Close look at Helena Shaw's face. And it looks just like the actress that plays her. Yeah, good figure sculpt, by the way. Excellent job indeed. I think Hasbro did an excellent sculpting job on the figure. Looks just like the actress that played her. And this character is from the final Indiana Jones film, by the way, that was made last year. Known as the Dial of Destiny. And let me remove her backpack so you can just look at the figure only, and you can get an idea of how to remove the backpack. If you don't want the backpack on the figure, you can do it like this. Hold both her arms back like that and then just pull down to remove it. And you want to put it back on, just repeat the process this time. Instead of pulling down, you're going upward with it. So that's how I do the backpack. The action figure itself is pretty cool. It looks like she does in the movie. As for you newbies that are not familiar, I'm sure the older fans are familiar with the articulation, but for you new collectors, I'm going over the articulation for you new collectors. The head can go down that far, can go up that far. Side to side head movement. And as for neck articulation, you got a little ball joint right. Well, not a ball joint, but it's supposed to. I guess it could go down. Let me see. Nope, I don't think it goes down. It looks like it got movement because you see a little line right there. But I don't think it goes down. The head goes down, but the peg itself, I'm trying to maneuver it, and it's not moving. That's as far as I'm going to do with it. I don't want to break my figure. But you can swivel the arm around like that. There is no swivel right here in the upper elbow, but the elbow does bend, and you have a swivel at the wrist. And also you have more detail. Before I get back to the other parts of articulation, I don't know if you can see it, but can you see it? Helena Shaw's ring on her finger. Now, I'm not sure if that's a wedding ring. I don't know if the character's married or not, because I've seen the movie and there's no mention of her having a husband. So it's interesting, but she has a ring on her finger. Does have somewhat of a diaphragm frame, as you can see. You can bend her waist like that, back and forth, and twist around, side to side. And the leg can come out like that, but as you can see, there's a disappointment right here. There is no upper thigh swivel for upper thigh movement, so that's a problem. Hasbro, it was included on Marion, the first lady, female figure, what's her name, Ravenwood, Marion Ravenwood. It was included on her, but somehow they forgot to include upper thigh swivel on Helena Shaw. But the rest of the movement, you can move her legs outward though still, and you can bend the knee back like that. Does she have a swivel right here, the ankle? I don't think so. No, it's not bending, but the foot can go back a little bit. Yes, it can. It can go back, but disappointment of this figure is there is no upper thigh swivel, and that's disappointing because not because it doesn't have the upper thigh swivel for poses, but I think of any action figure, male or female action figure, needs an upper thigh swivel, so the upper thigh swivel provides balance in making the figure stand without falling down. Because one of my complaints about Helena Shaw is it's tough to get her to stand without falling. You got to pose her a certain way to get her to stand without falling down. We didn't have that problem with the first female figure in this line because Miss Ravenwood was flat-footed with flat heels, and by Helena Shaw not having an upper thigh swivel, it makes it kind of tough. There, I finally got her to stand without trouble, but also she's not flat-footed. She has heels on the bottom of her shoes, and these heels make it tough for her to stand too without falling if you don't pose her a certain way. And now let's look at the other accessory, the Build-A-Figure accessory that came with Helena, and it is pretty large, pretty huge. Skull. I don't remember this being in the film, by the way. I don't know what this is for. But it's pretty huge, as you can see, much bigger than what I thought it was. In the package, I thought it was a small skull. This is a huge skull, and I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. Is it a skull of a deceased giant? I have to look into this. I have to do some research on this, by the way. But it's made out of pretty hard plastic too. It looks like it's soft, but it's not. It's actually kind of hard, and as you can see, I'm thumping it with my finger, and if it was soft, it wouldn't make that kind of sound. So it's made out of pretty hard plastic. And that's it for Helena Shaw out of the packaging, folks. Now we're going to look at the slideshow of Helena Shaw action figure. Okay, folks, here's the insert within the box, and as you can see all the pieces you need for the Build-A-Figure piece, all the extra parts. If you look real closely, build an artifact rather. And these papers, these are what the figure and the accessories come in, and those papers right there, the maps. And there's Helena Shaw out of the packaging. Figure only, no accessories, just figure only, right there, that picture. And there's a left side view of Helena. And you can see her hair covering her face. You can't see her left eye on her left hand side. There's up close portrait. Not a good photograph, by the way, by me. I apologize. Too much. The picture is too much flash in the camera. As you see, she doesn't have her right side of her face covered up with her hair. Here, just like the actress that plays the character, and you see she does have heels on the bottom of her boots, which makes it kind of tough for her to stand properly without falling unless you put her in a proper standing position without falling. That's why it's kind of, as you see her, how she looks standing next to the Build-A-Artifact piece right there, but it's kind of disappointing that she doesn't have upper thigh swivel. And there's my photograph of her accessories, backpack, and a flashlight, and it's a terrible picture again by myself. I apologize, but you already know what they look like from the video portion of this video. And as you see, she's a little bit under 6 inches tall. But as I was going to say, yes, it would have been better. And you see how big this accessory piece right here is. 3 inches tall. And maybe taller once I get the other pieces that go with it. It's gonna. There's a picture of Helena with the rest of her accessories. With her accessories. And flashlight in her hand. But it would have been better if they gave her an upper thigh swivel. I think an upper thigh swivel would have solved the problem of her not being able to fall down. With you got to stand her a certain way to keep her from falling down, and having heels on the back of her shoes / boots makes it even tougher to make her stand. I think an upper thigh swivel would have made it easier for the figure to stand up properly without falling. And there she is with all of her accessories again, without the build-a-artifact piece. There's a close-up side view of Helena. And right side view, that is. And there's another close-up view with the flashlight in her hand, in her left hand. And there's a picture of her next to Indiana Jones himself. From the Dial of Destiny, the old Indy figure is not Dial of Destiny based, but Helena Shaw, and there she is next to Indy, between Indy and Marion Ravenwood. It would have been nice to have action figures of the villains from this movie, the Dial of Destiny. Will we see them? I'm not sure. So far. And there's the maps that come with each of the figures. The maps you usually get of the world maps, those old school maps. They're made just like maps from the 1930s. And here on the side you see all those extra Indiana Jones figures along with the kid from the first movie. And I forgot his name. There's Helena Shaw right there. As you see what the build-a-artifact is supposed to look like once completed on the side. From the latest film, and you see that at the top too. Then that imagery at the bottom, I think, is imagery from the latest film also, when they're crossing on a bridge in that cave. I don't want to make too many spoilers, but I've seen the movie last year, and it's pretty good. And Dial of Destiny is a time-traveling device. And that's the end of this video, folks. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Everyone have a blessed day, and we'll see you in the next video.